Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a little tabletop showcase of my Pete Rose collection, my Lou Brock's collection, and then I have just a few William Stargell cards to showcase as well. So let's go ahead and start with my oldest Pete Rose. That's one of my newer ones too. You can see by the Lighthouse holder. Never did pick up the 63 rookie and came very close to getting the 64 and a 7 many times, but back then it was about $250. And I thought that was too expensive, if you can believe that now. Would love to go back and be able to take another shot at it. But I really wanted the 63. It's the only rookie card from the 1960s that I don't have that I consider to be a key card. And so that 65, very colorful. If you look at the shots of these early 60s or these mid 60s cards, he's got the long red sleeve shirt on with the short white top. Really, really pops. Really cool cards. The 67 is the only one that shows him batting left-handed because he was a switch hitter. 68 game piece as well. And then the 68 Atlantic oil play ball. Moving on to 69. Most of these are in the collector grade era, so in the 60s, most of them are in the 6s. 70s, most of them are going to be in 7s, etc. Decal, globe import. The 70s, I have this raw, this 1971 as a kid, and the person that gave it to me had laminated it for some unknown reason. Probably because they thought, I got to protect this card. It's my most valuable card. So I always held on to that card and thought, man, what if they had not laminated it and this thing was in perfect condition? It always excited me, and I was excited to get that in a 7. Here we are, the 71. I got that in a little lower grade because that's a tough one to get in a 7. But then we're looking at 72. These are even higher number cards, his regular and in action. Then 73, his Tops and his Kellogg's. 74. Looks like he's doing a drag bunt or something there in that colorful 3D Kellogg's. Excuse me. 75, the Tops and the SSPC. Then on to 76. 75 and 76 were just so colorful because Tops really use that orange and red or yellow. It just kind of pops with those Reds uniforms. I think Pete Rose cards are just beautiful. All those 70s Reds cards just look good. Kellogg's. Here we are, we're in 77. You see on the left the regular Tops, and on the right is the cloth sticker. Cloth sticker does not denote that you're an all-star. Here's a 77 Kellogg's, and then we're on to 78. He's got a regular base and then a record breaker for most hits by a switch hitter in a lifetime. And he's still got almost a decade left to be playing. Then on to 79. Another record breaker for most consecutive games batting safely. The 79 is really tough to get in an 8. I think the centering on that is all over the place on a lot of those cards. Here's a Kellogg's. There's a 1980 Tops and Kellogg's. Don Ross. Sorry about the dog barking. 81 Fleer Triple Threat. This is the one with the no number on the back. You can add that to the Mike Schmidt collection too if you want to. And then just kind of a Milton Bradley game piece, I guess. And then here's my lone Pete Rose autograph. Not that his autograph is hard to get by, but I like it on that 86 leaf. And a couple of his 80s cards here, a nice 87 Fleer. And then Tops did 2 cards of him. One as a player, one as a manager in 87. And this is actually the Tiffany variation. So that's the Pete Rose collection. And let me swing around here. And we'll take a look at my Lou Brock. Now, I do have just a gorgeous Lou Brock rookie and a near mint 7 from the 62 set. And that's obviously not here in the house with me. Too valuable. But I bought a lower grade 63 just because I wanted to have one on hand because I needed it for the Lou Brock run. I went out and splurged a little bit more for the 64. His last Cubs card, but just a cool looking card. I do like the 65 much better, just the colors on that with the black, the red, and then him in that colorful Cardinals uniform. 66 is it's just a 6, but this one is razor sharp. I think this card has been overgraded. 67, he has a couple nice cards as well. I mean, all his cards from the 60s are gorgeous. And then he's got him and Kurt Flood on the card clubbers. That 68, man, that just pops at you. Once again, something about when they're wearing the red long sleeves, you know, just really looks great. His All-Star and then his World Series hits, 4 hits in the opener, Game 1. And then on to 69. We got a couple cards from that set as well. The 69 Topps is very difficult. I was just settled for it in a 5. But you will pay an absolutely large premium to get that in higher grade. The All-Star card, not as difficult. And then once again, another All-Star, Sporting News All-Star card here. And I just picked that one up at a lower grade just to have it in hand. Sometimes I'll settle for a card, you know, just to get it in hand and just mark it off the list. Photo stamps, him there at the batting cage is 1970. Then the colorful 70 Kellogg's 3D set. A not so colorful Milton Bradley game piece. And then I have a 71 in a different grade, like a generic grade. Once again, I settled on that one. It's just a 3. It's got some creasing issues, but I just had it, you know, just get it at hand to complete the run. But I'm not going to show that here. 672, 73. Share a stolen base leaders card with Capaneris. Very nice, clean 74. That is very sharp, an 8. Bought that one about 3 years ago, as well as that top stamp. And then we're on to 75. He's got a regular card and a highlights. And another great card of him, kind of in an action pose here. Love it when they show a player in action. It's got the All-Star symbol on it. Cool color scheme. And then down here, he's got a All-Star card, or excuse me, a stolen base leaders card, and this one's autographed. So this is my own, I think, is this my only Lou Brock autograph? It may be. 76, 3D Superstars, Kellogg's. And then 77, I've got the regular Topps and then the O-Pee-Chee. Let's go on to 78. I've got a Topps, and then I went ahead and got the record breaker in an O-Pee-Chee variation, just because they didn't have any Topps ones at the time I was looking for it, and I just picked that up. I'll buy it now. The 69 is his last solo card, and I say solo because you're about to see something different here. And then the stolen brace, he was the all-time and season leader at this point, so he dominated this card from the 79 all-time record holders subset. Then this is a really cool piece. This actually is his last card. It's the highlights card from 1980 Topps, commemorating both him and Carl Yastrzemski getting 3,000 hits. And then a 2001 Tributes game used bat. Now, just pick that one up on the cheap sometime. Very little Willie Stargell stuff. So I do have a gorgeous 63 rookie and an Airman 7, but I just never really got a chance to get the Stargell collection really going. It was low on my list of priorities, and I'd pick them up here or there when I saw them for a good price, like the 72 and the 76 and Airman 7s. Got a couple nicer ones down here with the 77 and an 8, and this 81 Fleer and a 9, and then there's this 82 and an 8. I typically just will bundle those when I saw them, and I might have a few more, but never really got off the ground much with that Stargell collection, but I'll just show it here for time's sake. Once again, everyone, that's my Pete Rose and primarily Lou Brock collections. Once again, I appreciate your post, your comments, and I'll talk to you again soon.